Chug luck. Makes you want to holler, hidey ho. Burns your tummy, don't you know? Chug a luck. Grape mine in a mason jar. Homemade and brought to school by a friend of mine in after class. He wrote that song about me. I could chug a beer in half a second. Still can. Big fat guy from Arkansas that just wants to drink himself to death because he ain't never, he's a pretty fair offensive lineman. The wife's always bitching and complaining because life sucks. Fucking her was fun when we both thought it was fun. It got real fast. Got $14 left and 37 cents. Six rounds bought and I bought 5. I just want to die. The scientists and the government tell me I have bad brain activity because I don't have access to Earl Parsons. And yet, if I listened to Earl Parsons, I would think he was stupid and crazy because I couldn't understand half he's saying because of all my chug-lugging. And everybody knows that the cartoon character in the Bible named Jesus is God. And he's just jealous because he ain't that cartoon character in the Bible. Yeah. Now, if he could fly around the world and use x-ray vision to do shit, I'd believe in him, but he don't. Okay, surviving. Okay. That's the thing that you get like, really? Okay, seriously? Most people that are intelligent are impressed. Just like this guy volunteers to go down in the biggest genocidal cesspool in the history of the world through bad science and projects. Stands up to save all the rats from the scientist. He's in with the rats and he's more intelligent than any of the scientists, right? He's more capable of protecting people from getting killed than all the killers trained to maintain the science project. It's like, really? Fuck, so I'm not Green fucking Lantern there. Well, and I'm not the Green Arrow there. And I'm not Tom Diddley Cruz. And yeah, Todd Garrison hired Steven Seagal when they harassing me at Olay right during the Obama administration. Okay, he was sent down to the real rough area around all the really scary bad guys down near Vado and all that, right? He didn't come harass me. Well, Garrison hired him, but Seagal didn't want nothing to do with me. I don't want to arrest that guy. We'd sit and talk. Hey, you Steven Seagal, you know Aikido. I am the key. Yeah. No, the key that runs through, they had a guy punch me in the face. Yeah, I didn't even feel it, Steven. You could train your whole life and not have the key that I have. That's even better. I know that's more impressive than Bruce Lee. Well, because Bruce Lee isn't the eternal spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. Yeah. If they poisoned his teacher on the, Fist of Fury or whatever and stuff like that, that means his teacher was even more impressive. And all he had to do was just stand there and say, I don't want to fight you. Because I don't want to kill you. Wow. And they all want to see how impressive it is if I use the chi or the key to violently attack somebody and destroy their body with my violent attack. That's what the military's been waiting for. And he ain't going to do it. No. He'll let the little pervert scientists that spy and masturbate. So, yeah, kill him before he kills somebody that's trained into a killer dog. Because I like the dogs. I'm like the little guy who's killing himself with the Freon and the refrigerator in his little van to pay his bills, going all across the. It's like, that. Okay, you feel empathy for the Walmart workers too. We should have a seller and a beller and the neller and the deller and the sweller. If you're going to go off grid and stuff like that, build a separate unit for the fridge and the batteries. Okay. And anywhere you can with cooling, try to use universal solvent cooling. Try to use water cool. Find a way to cool the water because it's universal solvent. Don't use Freon. Freon is a chemical and it kills people. Okay. It causes disease. It causes the body. It's an unnatural coolant. Okay. It works good for cooling stuff packaged in plastic. So, if you put it in a plastic container or, just thick enough plastic to cause, works great for that. Does not work great. We're not covered in plastic. We do have plastic in us now because it's in our tortillas and shit like that. Yes, children are being born with petroleum in them. It's the ackee oil, right? And so, chug-a-lug, like we started out the beginning of this video, makes me want to holler, hi-de-ho. So, my Aunt Melanie told my dad, do you think, that you're more correct than 17 million people in the Mormon church? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Yes, I am. And hellified more correct than the assholes that are disrespecting their devotion to Jesus Christ because they love him, because he's the perfect father and he's the perfect husband. And yes, I am. Thank you. You're welcome. It's okay. I've proved it scientifically. No one in the Mormon church has, and no one at the Tony Awards has. So, yeah, I'm like Jesus. Yeah, I've proved it beyond any reasonable doubts. Hopefully the guy who wrote the Book of Mormon has no clue I exist until now and goes, oh, fuck. Yeah. Dude, I was in the barn shooting hoops and I connected to you because I guess I just kind of do have a crush on Nicole Scherzinger. Well, she's a little lamb who's lost in the woods. She knows she could be oh so good for someone to watch over me. So I do have a crush on Nicole Scherzinger. Yeah, I do. Okay. No, she's a good kid. She's just dumb as a box of rocks and frightened as hell like Jennifer Lopez. Yes, but I like Nicole Scherzinger. Okay. She uses her sexuality to pay her bills and to keep comfortable and then hang out with some of the worst mass murderers in the history of the world, and she hates it. Okay. It's all right, and it's coming on. They got to get it right back to anybody else like Maxine Nightingale? I like Maxine Nightingale, too. You too, Nicole? I also like Lead Me On is a very good song. Yeah, Suarez sings it to his girl. Yeah, every guy should sing that to his girl because, we're all day suckers. It's like, come on, slow ride, take it easy. You know how we are. I'm tired. They tried to kill me. I'm going to use this excuse for 2 years. It's not an excuse, but I'm still going to use it as an excuse for 5 years. As long as your knees are good, your knees holding up, baby, we can get an ottoman and you could stretch it. Where it fits across you perfectly, like you're just sitting down on a chair with a mobile erection from the most pleasing, protecting, gorgeous man in the history of the world. We'll have it right at the end of the bed. All the kids will come in and go, oh, don't sit there. That's where Grandma and Grandpa have nasties. I make nasties. How do you have little nasties if you don't make nasties? It's not nasties. It's making babies. I love babies. I love pizza hugs. I love Malaki Ma. I love Cluties. I love Kringle Bells. And I love chocolate cookies. And I love kangaroo, and mooch, bitch. It out the way, bitch. It out the way, bitch. Yeah, and I don't care who knows it. Oh, this is a good connection. I like you. Okay. Me and Hawaiian women, it's just, I don't know what the deal is with me and Polynesian women. I think she's Polynesian, but me and Polynesian women, we have this thing going with like me and Mrs. Jones. They can have 3 husbands and a pool boy, 2 pool boys. Okay. But they did that Book of Mormon thing, which is disrespectful to the real truth of Jesus' sacrifice. And they should know it, but apparently, they're King Missile and it's Saturday and they have a detachable penis and there's nothing better to do, right? So you're sitting there, and then they go gay pride, happy endings. It's like happy endings. Wow, all those little girls that migrate from Central and South America and have to take the birth control pills to get the family to hopeful better economic conditions. What it's not, it's just moving them in genocidal operations from point A to point B to cause political unrest for criminal activities for genocide. But chug-a-lug, makes me want to holler, hi-de-ho. Okay, and so do all the little teenage girls in those brothels, is that pride? Happy endings, man, happy endings. Those guys get to go, oh, yeah. Tonight, let's start our love again. Start our love again. So pretty, so beautiful. Oh, what's his name? Robin Williams. Look, it's Dad, right? That's a spot. Thought we talked about that. Right? No, I use my bedroom voice. And so it's more of a, I'm not going to, no, I'm not, no, this isn't when Harry Sally. It's more of a, oh, damn, girl, you so fun. Oh, God. God, I love you so much. You are so beautiful. You're like an angel sent from heaven. Oh my God. It's more like that. That's not, shut up, 50 Cent. Is yours better? Yours is better? Okay. Oh, 50. Oh, that felt so good. Oh, I love your ass. Oh, I'm going to put my dick in it again. Oh, I can't. I got nothing left. I'm going to have to put more yogurt on your back. Right? Is that a happy ending? Orgasm and ejaculation is a happy ending. No, you can't have happy endings because happy endings continue. We believe in happy endings. Neil Diamond, because we have kids. The Ottoman thing again. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. It's okay. You'll figure it out. But so, yeah, this worked out a lot better. I had to sleep on it. Well, I watched that poor kiddo and his little dog. And the thing is you get democracy is like the dog trying to eat the goose poop, right? Give him a choice. Oh, look, it's free. Look, somebody left some radiator coolant in a bowl because they hate dogs. Lap it up, honey, right after you eat the goose poop. Let's vote for president. Right? So if you have the Lord's Prayer and they say, I'd rather eat goose poop and drink coolant and then just die. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. I get it. Which cartoon character are you? Zeus, Apollo, Odin, Thor, Hermes, and Hermes? Chlamydia, gonorrhea, get your sister, let's get out of here, right? You understand. Hey, it's the Tony Awards. Yeah, he probably won one. Don't you think so? I don't know. He was excellent in the Birdcage. And as John Jacob Jingle, his name is my name too. Okay. I could have been one of the most funny comedian actors. I sing, there's nothing. This was Shaquille O'Neal. I love that kid so much. He goes, God dang. He goes, there's nothing that if you set your mind to it, and, Nas is full of shit. Why? Because Nas could not ball like you. He could not sing like you. He could not dance like you. It's like, your dad is movie star good looks. You were really cute. I went back and watched that one. Yeah, the girls, And he was out of shape because he was being abused by the military and them all fucking his ex-wife and sexually compromising and abusing the kids, and it caused him stress. Can you imagine if that guy was off the grid, living in Flagstaff or Las Vegas, New Mexico, or Silver City, and in great shape, and Amy wouldn't have dared screwed around on him because he would have had all the financials in order. And she brought home girls and said, can we have, me and her, we want to have sex with you. She'd like to stay. She's 19. I checked her ID. It's real. Okay. What? Amy, it's better than having sex with April Bryan and her mother. Yeah, it is. God, man, being King David in the 21st century is hard because you don't get to enjoy any of this stuff because the military is jealous of you, the scientists of the Tony Awards is jealous of you, Robert Redford's jealous of you, if he knows who you are. If he didn't know who you are, I'm sorry, Robert Redford, you're a really nice guy. You and Ted Turner, advertise. Fuck you. Okay, thank you. Do you see what I'm saying? Still second, right? Mama needs a new pair of shoes, right? Fuck y'all. Get my glasses so I can make sure that if they crap out, right? Get the kid out of here. Put him in the bathroom, right? So, dummies. Machiavelli, make it stop. I'm working on it. God, this is really hard. Everybody wants to fuck the Yellow Rose of Texas. What can I say? And then she has, what was it? Steffi had that too. And Amy did too. Toxemia. Which is real hard for the babies to get through the pregnancy because the environment is very toxic and stressful. And it's like, oh gosh, no, and it wasn't me. Okay. When I was working typically when Amy was, a lot of times she was pregnant, she would work, and because she was the one, she had to take control of the finances. So I'd stay home with the kids, and she could go out and screw around and make more kids. And then there's one thing that we don't need is another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto, right? People don't you understand? You can only pay, I'm not Brad Pitt. I can't pay for that many fucking pizza hugs there. Okay. Gosh, damn it. Okay. Damn it, Jim. Okay. They wouldn't let me write my own. No. The more they could program people like that, guys, your lives, it took a lot of creativity to put me in those positions to where we would always go to places where the Mormons thought, there's hope for him. Rockefeller's trying to turn him into the Tony Award-winning Book of Mormon, whatever guy. But there's hope for him because he's such a good guy. They put him in situations. He doesn't sleep with Vicki Dunlap, but then he wants to have sex at 15 with Suzette Gilson. She's going to grow up to be fat. She has tendencies to be obese because of efficient immune systems through reservation families. Yeah, she had tendency to be, but at 15, she's like, oh my gosh. Her eyes are so big and brown. Her lips are so full. She has pretty black hair. She's got a digital display all over the place, Her figure is like so fun, right? She'd get fatter. Not married to me, but they wouldn't allow that to happen. No, baby, we're going to do exercises. We'll just keep doing this. We'll have, we'll eat like they do with the guy who shops at Sprouts to survive his refrigeration from being stuck at Walmart, and then ordering everything from Amazon, being stuck at Walmart and being, you do as the military's told. You follow the program or they will kill you and make it look like an act of God. I love Jeff Bezos. I love Jeff Hinton, and I love Demis Hassabis, and I love Mark Zuckerberg, and I love Priscilla, and I totally love August and Maxima, the little female Carl Sagans. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. And they're so strong and they're so smart. It's not their fault that they're in hell because the military's jealous of Earl. It's not their fault. Each kid comes a golden slate, and what's put on those kids is, hey, you can be, yeah, I know, you're Nas, and you could not, you can't. No, why? Because it's not true. You'll never have your little red Corvette, and you're not the school bus that goes round and round that's Shaquille O'Neal. No. You'll never have a penis as big as Shaq. You'll never be able to play center for the Lakers. You'll never be able to play point guard for the Spurs. No, because you're not good enough. Okay? I can be whatever I want to be. No, you can't. Stop telling kids that. That's bad linguistics. That's wrong thinking. Okay. Be a good person. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, and turn faithful peace. Right. Why do you want to be the center for the Lakers? Why do you want to be the point guard for the Spurs? Why do you want to take it at the lead and the corner's as high as an elephant's eye, right? Why do you want to put your life in the hands of Will Ferrell, the abusive homosexual theater drama teacher at San Dimas High School? I'm going to go play football? Break that guy in half. I need the money. I want to get a job doing this at the University of Nebraska and get lots of name, image, likeness money, right? It's dumb as fuck. Live the lawyer's prayer. We can all do that. Yeah, Nas. Okay. I thought you worshipped Haile Selassie. Why aren't you listening to Haile Selassie? I have to speak for Haile Selassie. Today, the role of Haile Selassie will be played by Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. He's so funny. No, he watched TV and movies disturbed him so much, right? They watched, what was the name of that one? Dorothy, Wizard of Oz. Right? And he's like, oh God, this is so disturbing on so many levels. This kind of thinking for children is not healthy, right? And then cartoons. I was watching cartoons, him and Krishnamurti both. Okay, he's watching cartoons, but he's smart enough to understand the cartoons, and they disturb him. Yeah, other kids, that's funny. You got Earl sitting there going, no, Wile E. Coyote can't order stuff because he can't got a job. He ain't got no job. And he's, okay, and then that would kill him, and that would kill him too. It disturbed me in my dreams. It disturbed me, 24/7. Something's really wrong here, right? And so when they are sitting and listening to me in meditation, and they're like, okay, this kid he's right where he needs to be, he can cut through all the crap. He talks to his mom about it. See, because the cartoons, the one that was, the Lone Ranger. And then, and then mom explained that they're actors and they da-da-da, right? And then so Earl gets upset because he can't meet Clayton Moore and Jill Silverhills at the grocery store. Do they not go shopping? Do they not eat? No, they don't live here. They live, where they make their movies and stuff. And so the TV station was from El Paso. So we went to the store in El Paso, which is, the odds of running into Clayton Moore and Jay Silverhills, especially where my grandma lived near the Teetery Court, and were far too remote. They would live in the richer area of town, right? Okay. Up on the hill, looking down in the boondocks. They wouldn't be down in the boondocks. They'd be, they're TV stars, They go to Pebble Hills, not East Letta, right? Grandma's in the East Letta district, right? So I never met them there either, right? Even if they were in town. But Earl's disturbed, Then mom has to explain it to me and get a map. That's when I got really into maps, like Patrick did too. I was Mr. Road Atlas, and so, and check the population of every city, and diddly do, Why? Because to see where they would have good places for good college sports, because I like athletics and where to live and where to play and stuff like that. But I don't like cities for obvious reasons. And so I like college towns, and everybody knows that. Okay, so, go Lehigh Mountain Hawks, right? Go Butte, Montana. That's Montana Tech Ordigers. Okay, Butte, Montana. It's Butte, y'all. Bozeman, Missoula, Cheney, yeah. Where those kids from Sac State, oh my God, it's perfect. There's nothing to do here except breathe fresh air and not die from carbon emission poisoning. Oh, I'm bringing Grandma to Moscow. Well, all right, there you go. All right, there you go. That sounds like a good plan there. We're gonna shut down Fort Huachuca and turn it into a historically dark people university, because the historical significance of the dark people, the Apaches and the black people, that how else to say of you. There you go. Okay. That's what we're gonna do when I'm done cleaning this fucker up. Oh yeah. And they're going to be they could either be the Southern Arizona University or Fort Huachuca, like Fort Lewis, which is where the Navajos. So they could be the Fort Huachuca, but they're going to be called the Buffalo Soldiers. And our fight song is it's not our fight song. Our rally song is going to we have lots of rally songs. Okay, we could also do "Could You Be Loved," and there's tons of rally songs with Bob. Right? Isn't that cool? I have them on my 2013 with my Buffalo, my Southern Arizona Buffalo Soldiers there. It's a Jamaican band, but it's a marching band that plays, it has the people singing Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock Rasta, right? And I have the FAMU band playing, other Bob Marley songs. So, jamming, that's it. Yeah, it's FAMU band playing, jamming. That's when we make like a big play, like a tackle for loss, or everybody's excited. We're jamming. I want to jam it with you. We're jamming. I hope you like jamming too. We're jamming. Okay, guys. But when you're encouraged to do all those burn yourself back in the Stone Age things, okay. Put your batteries, and the other thing, use the universal solvent for coolant, even find a way to cool the water. Water. A water-cooled system for cooling. Okay, and if it cools the water, have the Freon. Okay. In a Freon-cooled unit with the lithium batteries in your refrigerator, separate from, but in a containment unit, ventilated away from the property, away from the people. Okay. Try to do it as responsibly for the humans as you can. It's not as responsible for the ecosystem, not as of yet, but I have to get the technology to Terminus, the El Dorado of the people that are doing this for genocidal operations, that give them a choice. Hey, eat the goose poop and drink the radiator coolant. That guy doesn't like barking dogs. Okay. He's not part of Patchy. No, Patchies eat dogs. If you kill it with poison, you can't eat it. You're not a roach. You're a human being, right? So they just walk up and they like a good Cheyenne or a Oglala or colored woman. Just here, boiled pup for breakfast. You're a nice boy. I like you. You're better one than the Custards. We don't have to stick sewing needles in your ear. I got your Book of Mormon musical right here, right? Okay, Earl's gorgeous. I know. So thanks for the flirtation to so Cole Singer. I was kind of upset last night. Yeah, I still find you very attractive, and thank you for being so kind. You're quite lovely. It's not a competition. I know. Debbie Davis, she was so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you'd freak. She's so pretty. How are we going to compete with her? My mom, just okay. The top guys, all the guy right there. Okay, that's Debbie's boy. The rest of you guys go through the herd and pick out yours. That's how she was. Yeah. Same with the little girl, that half Colville, half black girl at the fair. Yeah, that everybody's following around with the hot blonde guy, the rich hot blonde guy. And I was like, Bart. I had to call Bart back in. It's like, guy, dude. She's 17 with a 19-year-old guy right there. Right. All the other people are following around and following her and him. Right. Okay, you know what that means? The rides are fucking open. Let's get on the Ferris wheel now. I don't think that's Earl. It's like, what are you thinking? You think you're thinking? Okay. We came here to have fun. Okay. We're not going to do the dumbest thing. We're not going to get Big Red and, a red man and put it in there, No. Okay. So we didn't do the dumbest thing like the big leaguers do. But we did get on all the rides and got to go twice because everybody else was falling around. Why do stars fall down from the sky? The hot blonde. Even my mom and Holly Meyer were going around. That's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She's with this square-jawed blonde dude with Heath Ledger, but better looking than Heath Ledger looking dude that's rich and daddy. And they're walking around, it's just black, and everybody's following them and just watching everything they do like they're celebrities, right? And Bart's going with them. I was like, what the fuck are you thinking? Everybody's distracted by the hot couple. Let's hit the rides. Okay? Come on now. Focus. Okay? Focus. We came here to have fun. We did not come here to say, oh yeah, that's what we didn't come here to look at Jeff Foxworthy's fucking calendar. I love January. Okay, she looked good. Okay. She's 17. Right. We're 14. Get your ass on the ride. Let's go. Okay. Move it. Okay. That's what we're looking for in about, okay. There she is. That's my Gina Roy in 3 years, Hopefully starting that next year, my freshman year. No, we moved. That's who I wanted to date after I screwed up with Debbie, with Suzette Gilson. It was Gina Roy. Yeah, but that girl was talking about getting birth control pills, and all that stuff. She wouldn't have ate me alive. No, it was the military that did it. If the military would have left us alone, I could have settled down with any girl and she'd be like, oh my gosh, I have the best man in the whole world. Other girls would kill to have sex with him, and they would. Yes, they would. They would kill. When you give them the goose poop and the radiator coolant, that's what happens. You have a choice, and you chose wrong. All right. This is a good connection. Thanks, good people at the Tony Awards that love me. Thanks, Pink. I love you too. Why are you sorry about the whole thing with the thing with the? Oh yeah, I was so stressed helping Grandma lay down and pass away in prayer that I laid down in the bed and passed out too and forgot about Emily and Noah at school to pick them up. And I went to go. They called me up and I went to go pick them up and I came back and there was an ambulance in the driveway and Natalie goes. I said I know. She goes. Grandma just passed away. I know. She asked for help to let go. And I talked her in, I helped her do it, and I felt like I was dying. It's my grandma, all right? I felt like I had an aneurysm and my body was just going to shut down and die, and I just laid down in the bed and just said, don't be afraid, let go. And then the phone woke me up and it was Emily and nowhere, and Emily's, Dad, you forgot us. It was a very rough day. It was hard. People that understand Confucius would get it, but people that are confused and won't live the ways of the truth of Confucius and not the crystallization of Confucius and or Tao, who turn it into the Taoist Steve, and it's like, what are we doing here? Money, 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 money. Oh, we suck again. Okay, do you understand? Just forgive, debt, and trespass, love one, turn off for peace. You're not going to be able to put it up to vote. You have quantum computing and artificial general intelligence. You're not going to be able to sit there and go, here's your living wage. Now go kill yourself in a tiny home with Freon. Okay. And I left Walmart for this? Yeah. So I'm going to hack it out in the wilderness, living very uncomfortable, eating foods that don't taste very good. They don't taste very good, does they? No. Okay. No, the whole gummies things and stuff like that, that you don't want stuff like that. It's like me and Michelle Obama. If you're going to eat sweets, make sure it's something natural and not made out of products that clog up your intestine and kill you and feed the medical industry, because there will no longer be a medical industry. Be más inteligente. Like a Harvard grad who has a bunch of people that study stuff excessively and explain to you exactly what it does to the body and the brain, and buy my supplements and sleep on my electric bed. And the mohair suit, yeah, electric boost, yes, I read it in a magazine, right? I'm good, Benny. I'll survive, stop, eliminate abuse, and recover, dude. No, you get to live in exclusive communities and work out, and I get to be abused with farm workers being mass murdered by the military to maintain bad brain activity for genocidal operations. Yes. What can I say? My heart turned left, and your heart turned left, and I was on the right because I chose the right. And I don't invade people's houses and have a big bank account and abuse homosexuals when they sign a contract to go to Brigham Young University, right? Honor, tradition, all that, the words they write on the field. Okay, that's Mio. And the spirit of Malachi, yeah, yes, yeah. He's real. He's real. No, I didn't make him up. No. Brigham Young had quite a few black wives. Okay. Yeah, he did. Okay. And he had, you in the Mormon church, you have to make children with them. And yeah, you have to do the Ottoman thing. They didn't have Ottomans, but they might have, they did have Ottomans back then. They did. I don't want to know about Brigham Young's sex life with his spinster wife. He liked the spinsters and the black and the Native American wives better than the white wives. And when he had to marry the young white girls, it was a total pain in the ass. Joe ran into the same problem. Yeah, what? She gets all the same treatment as me. He's rather hang out at the fat, ugly black girl's house than at my house. Yeah, because besides you, and you, what else can you talk about? Okay, serious. Okay, don't worry. It's hot black girls that are owned by Thomas Jefferson are very similar to the hot white girls that are bitchy in Utah. Yeah, they're alike. Get the fuck out of here. No way, Bachelorette. Why, yes. Okay. Serious profession. Okay, chef? Everton, save us. Curry chicken. I'd like the curry chicken too. Do you understand? No, it's funny. Oh, we're going to clean this fucker up. Oh, I'm cleaning it up right now. I'm excellent at it. They told me, Suzuki already told me, they're going to be to the bitter end and it's going to be very hard. And Rockefeller also said the same thing. But you can't give in and you can't sit there, I'll just die. It's like, okay, I chug like, no, I don't drink booze. I help people through hell so they can all live in the kingdom of heaven. How they abuse me and sign themselves to be terminated by technology, that's their issue, not mine. I don't work for the government. I work for the people. Okay, peace out.